let's sing the ABCs. We're gonna sing this 2 times. So join in at home with me while we sing it slow the first time, and then once we get our confidence up, we're gonna sing it fast. You guys ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? How'd you guys do? Did you get them all in there? You ready to sing it fast? Let's go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Great job.
Hi everyone, we've missed you all. Our show is back and we are celebrating Halloween. Halloween starts with the letter H. So let's do our American Sign Language for H. Here you go. So you're gonna take your 2 fingers like this, hold them close together, and then you have H. All right, our American Sign Language for Halloween, we're gonna cup our hands like this, and you're gonna do it so the palms are in front of your face. We're gonna do like a mask. Halloween. Halloween. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoy our spooky Halloween episode.
Now let's read a book called She Wanted to Be Haunted by Marcus Ewart. So it looks like this book is about this pink house, and maybe these are her parents, and they look much scarier than she does. Let's find out. Clarissa was a cottage, adorable and pink. Her paint was bright and sparkling. Her windows seemed to wink. Daisies grew around her. Squirrels scampered on her lawn. Life was just delightful, and it made Clarissa yawn. Sounds like she's bored. See, her father was a castle looming on a crag, whipped by winds and cloaked in clouds, just lit by lightning jag. Vampires dwelt within him, waltzing silently in halls, bats above, cold crypts below, and red stains on the walls. Ooh, spooky. Her mother, on the other hand, was a witch's hut. Snakes dangled from her rafters, her pots held who knows what. Rats and frogs and spells and smells, an old skull on a shelf. More creepy than the witch within was the hut herself. I don't know if I'd want to live in these houses. But Clarissa had a doorbell and a welcome mat. Wind chimes tingle-jingled. You can't get less cool than that. And unlike both her parents, Clarissa wasn't host to anybody scary, not even one-man ghost. I'm lonely, she admitted. I'm lonely and I'm bored. I'm just so ordinary. No wonder I'm ignored. If only I were haunted, I'd never be alone. But look at me. I'm cheerful. I've got to change my tone. She looks so sad. I think I'd be pretty happy. I've got to look less friendly. I've got to look less fun. I'm sick of all this daylight. I've got to block the sun. How's she gonna do that? She went to see her father to ask him for some clouds. I need a veil of gloom, Dad, and shadows that enshroud. Of course I'll give you clouds, dear, but may I add advice? It's okay to be yourself. There's nothing wrong with nice. Clarissa thought that over, but left with clouds in tow. Back at home, she took each cloud and hung it up just so. Soon her skies were gray and grim, a drear, forbidding sight. Who on earth would feel at home? A ghost or monster might. But oh, poor Clarissa, she'd made all her plans in vain, 'cause what clouds bring us isn't friends. What clouds bring is what? Rain. Silver strands came streaming down for 7 days or more. All it did was make Clarissa cuter than before. Honeysuckles twined around, roses grew in bunches, birds swam in her bird bath, and then shared poolside brunches. A bird brunch? She longed to have her clouds back, but they had all dissolved. She was sadder than before, but also more resolved. What else did they bring? What are these? Rainbows. She ran to see her mother, to ask her mom for stench. Some smell, just one whiff of which would make one's nostrils clench. Mom, I need an odor that drives living things away. How else will I be a house where ghosts would want to stay? Of course I'll help you, honey, but this is what I think. A true friend likes you 'cause you're you, not because you stink. But Clarissa was determined, and so her mom pitched in. Here's a smoking bottle that I won once from a gin. Unstopper it when you get home, and out will pour a reek. Normal kinds of creatures will be gone within a week. Clarissa took the bottle, forgetting to say thanks. She raced home excitedly, a shiver in her planks. She uncorked the bottle and soon was wreathed in fumes. Nasty, noxious vapors billowed all throughout her rooms. But nothing died nor sped away, though the grass turned brown. And who was drawn toward the stink? All the dogs in town. Look how cute the dogs are. They rolled around adorably, as doggies like to do. Instead of ghosts, fur filled the air, and lots of slobber, too. I give up, Clarissa cried. I'll never get a ghost. I'm not remotely scary. I'm just unkempt at most. Though I've tried to change myself, I've only made things worse. Flowers, birds, and darling dogs, it's like some kind of curse. The cottage took a deep, deep breath, then she softly sighed. Could she live a happy life without a ghost inside? Could she squash her longing for a special spectral friend? Either way, she knew her spooky plans had hit an end. Clarissa took another breath, then she loudly said, Listen, everybody, I'm done with the undead. Since no ghost wants to stay with me, I'll try something new. Pretty things can live here now, including all of you. Hooray, hooray, Clarissa, the gathered creatures cheered. But through that throng from the back, a pathway slowly cleared. Oh, down that path a pony paced with golden hooves and horn. All the sunlight shone upon a snow-white unicorn. I invited prettiness, Clarissa sadly thought, so I guess that's pretty much exactly what I got. That is a very pretty unicorn. But sometimes life has funny plans that we cannot predict. The unicorn was vicious. He bit and spat and kicked. He chewed up all the flowers and then tore up the lawn. He ran at creatures with his horn till they all were gone. Oh my goodness. What a turn of events. Clarissa's never bored now. Her best friend is a brute, and she can be herself at last, horrible and cute. I guess that's a happy ending. The end.
Our next activity is a song. We're going to sing it together, and it is based on the spooky story of The Little Old Lady Who Is Not Afraid of Anything by Linda Williams. In this song, the little old lady goes for a walk, and we are going to make her footstep sound on our legs as we go through the song. They start out really slowly, and by the end she's running, so they'll be really fast. I will do the whole thing with you, so just follow along with me. And you'll also see some pieces of the story up here up on our felt board. Each piece has a little movement to go along with it, but you'll catch on in no time. All right, so let's get our footsteps going on our legs. We have to start out pretty slowly. Here we go. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw 2 shoes go. Clomp, clomp, she said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the wood in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw 2 shoes go. Clomp, clomp, a pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle, she said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the wood in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw 2 shoes go. Clomp, clomp, a pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle, 1 shirt go. Shake, shake, she said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw 2 shoes go. Clomp, clomp, a pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle, 1 shirt go. Shake, shake, 2 gloves go. Clap, clap, she said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw 2 shoes go. Clomp, clomp, a pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle, 1 shirt go. Shake, shake, 2 gloves go. Clap, clap, 1 hat go. Nod, nod, she said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw 2 shoes go. Clomp, clomp, a pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle, 1 shirt go. Shake, shake, 2 gloves go. Clap, clap, 1 hat go. Nod, nod, and a big pumpkin head said, boo, she said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she ran a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She ran to her house in the woods in the early fall. She ran inside and she closed the door. She didn't want to see anymore. She jumped into her big safe bed and pulled her covers over her head. In the morning she looked around. She peeked outside and here's what she found. She saw 2 shoes go. Clomp, clomp, a pair of pants go. Wiggle, wiggle, 1 shirt go. Shake, shake, 2 gloves go. Clap, clap, 1 hat go. Nod, nod, and a big pumpkin head said, boo! What did it make? Yeah, a scarecrow. When you put them all together, are they so scary? Not scary at all, are they? And that's the end of our song. If you want to read The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything, it's available at the library. So put it on hold or come on in and we'll help you find it.
Next up, we are going to do a science experiment using a pumpkin. So I got a pumpkin pie sized pumpkin, so a small pumpkin, and then I cleaned out the seeds and the pulp on the inside, and I just carved out a little face. Then you are going to need to get some baking soda, some vinegar, and some food coloring. You don't have to do the food coloring, but I think it makes it look cooler. So I've got 2 cups of vinegar and some orange food coloring in here. And what you're gonna do is depending on the size of your pumpkin, the measurements are going to vary a little bit, but I'm gonna pour in some baking soda, about 2 cups, a half a cup, and 2 cups of vinegar. So I've got my baking soda inside the pumpkin, and what's supposed to happen is that this is gonna bubble up and come out of the pumpkin. So let's see if it works. Oh yeah. There you go, now you have an oozing volcanic pumpkin. I hope you have fun doing this at home.
Now let's make a super quick and easy origami bat. All you'll need for this is a piece of paper, some scissors, and then something to decorate your paper with. So I'm using black construction paper, and right now it's in a rectangle, but for origami we need it to be in a square. So I'm going to show you a really easy way to make a square. You're just going to take one corner and you're going to fold it up so that this edge meets this edge right here. And then we're going to make sure that this corner comes to a point and flatten it so that we make a diagonal line. If I open up the paper, you'll see that the crease goes from here to here. I'm going to fold it back, and then we're just going to cut here to make our rectangle into a square. I'm using black construction paper, like I said, but you don't have to use that. You can use computer paper, you could use newsprint, anything you want, and then just decorate it with paint or crayons or markers. So once you have your square cut, you're actually going to keep it folded like a triangle, and you're going to take this long edge, make sure it's creased really nicely, and then you're going to fold it up so that it hits about right here, halfway up. It doesn't have to be very exact. We're just going to fold it up like that, and now if I turn it this way, it kind of looks like a hat or a boat. This is actually the back that we're going to flip it like this. So right here is going to be his head, and here we have his wings. To make his wings, we need to fold down the flaps a little bit. This is going to make his wings and his head at the same time. So I'm going to flip it down like this, and we're going to fold kind of a diagonal. So I'm going to fold this flap down, and I'll show you where that crease is right here, and then fold the same on the other side. Again, this doesn't have to be exact. We're just kind of doing it so that it looks like a shape that we like. And right now I'm folding it the way that it should look if the paper is facing you. So I've got these 2 flaps folded down, and I'll show you the front. So this is going to be his face. To make his wings, we're just going to fold these flaps back out like that. So this is what it looks like if you had it on the table. You're going to fold it out like that, fold out the other wing the same way, and then when you turn it around, you have your shape. Now we're going to use some scissors to cut a little half circle here and 2 half circles on the wings so that we have wings that look like bat wings and 2 ears. Okay? So there are his 2 bat ears, and then let's make some good bat edge wings. There's one. So that's it. It's super simple. Now you can add a face if you want. I'm gonna add some eyes and a mouth with this white crayon. We'll do one. I want it to be a little spooky, but mostly goofy. So I'll put a little smile and we'll do one fang. He's not too scary. All right. And there you go. You can make just one and you can use it as a bookmark by placing this edge on the page that you're on, or you could make a bunch and string them up like a garland. It would only take a few minutes.
It's time for a little meditation for today, and we're going to do it in Halloween style. We're going to be a ghost first, take a deep breath, and then let out your boo, but keep it going for as long as you can till all your breath has left your body. Let's give it a shot. Ready for a deep breath? And boo. Good job. Let's do one more of those. Boo. All right, we're gonna try one more spooky sound as we breathe let our breath out, and it's going ooh. You can make it go up and down as much as you want. Let's give this one a shot. Deep breath in. Ooh. Remember to try and keep them going as long as you can. It'll help your body relax and put you in a nice relaxed mood.
And now it's time to say goodbye with a Kent Free Library favorite, Skin-a-Marink.